Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It is Candy from SweetStamper.com, and I am here with your actual holiday catalog kickoff. So I did go live with you last night because it was the very first day of the holiday catalog, but I really just kind of hung out with you, did a little catalog tour with you, showed you some swaps from Vegas, and tonight I'm actually going to stamp with you and do what I would call my official holiday catalog kickoff. I do have a host code for you, and I'm hoping I can last through this. My voice is still a little bit crackly from my COVID adventure. Hey Tasha, I'm glad you're here with me. So we are going to be going all fall tonight. Holiday catalog kickoff to me starts with the fall. So we're going to be going here and also a little bit here. And these little gems right here, they're called speckled dots, and they're really lovely. They have a little bit of shimmer to them, and they're on unorderable status right now, as is this paper and this ribbon. Yeah, you can tell people really fell in love with this suite, but that's okay. It's coming back, and I have some of these as an ordering special right now. So I've got a couple of people here. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in because I've got a lot to do with you tonight. Okay, so holiday catalog kickoff. What's Candy going to make? We're going to make 3 projects tonight. Let's see how quickly I can get this. I think I can stamp them pretty quick. So I am going to start by showing you some paper that I'm in love with. So this is part of the Garden Walk suite, and I'm actually going to be using this paper for my Twist Club for October. That's decisions already made. And you may think this is an odd paper for fall, but I love, love, love some of these warm, rich colors. You've got it's also kind of counterbalanced by some softer colors. And then look here. So I'm actually going to be using this piece of Garden Green tonight for my first card. Hey, Gail, I'm glad you're here with me. And we are going to do something for Halloween. And that is the first of the fall holidays coming up. And some people, do send Halloween cards. If you have grandchildren that don't live near you or friends who don't live near you, Halloween cards are a fun thing to send, easy to mail. And so I've got my elements right here. We're just going to do a little bit of fun stamping with pumpkins, because what is more Halloween than pumpkins? Here we go. Now, I'm going to show you, this is the stamp set I'm using. And this is super, super cute. It kind of goes everything fall. I love, love, love the little crow. He's adorable. And just so many cute things. So let's jump right in. I'm going to grab my foam mat. We're going to do our stamping first, then we're going to put it all together. So I am using one of these nested elements. I think that's what they're called, nested elements. And this is very vanilla. And we are just going to stack some pumpkins right here. So I'm actually chosen the 3 smallest pumpkins. And there's Mary visiting with Gail. I love it. I love it when friends find friends on my Facebook group. Whoopsie, that came off because I had it on wrong. Anybody ever mount their clear mount stamps? Not clear mount, these are photopolymer stamps wrong. You mount them upside down from time to time. I'm using pumpkin pie ink, the most natural ink to go with pumpkins. Hey Linda, I'm glad you're with me from Michigan. Welcome, welcome. And I am going to start with this tall, skinny pumpkin. And hi, Jackie. Welcome, welcome. And we're going to pop him right down into, you'll see the method in my madness here, right into that little spot. Let's clean this before I put it away. That way when I'm done, it won't be too bad. And then I'm going to go with, we're going to make almost like a little snowman of pumpkins. And we're just going to pop that one right there. Because these are photopolymer, it's so easy to stack them up like this. Hey, Kim, thank you for being here with me. And Tammy from Iowa. And I know Marcia is here from the Metroplex. Well, I call it the Metroplex. And so welcome, welcome. I think I've said hello to everybody. Jackie, Tammy, Marcia, Kim have just popped in. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that very much. And I am also very grateful when you comment, because then you get into my drawing. And the drawing is for little prizes that I love to give away. So now we have a little snowman that we built with pumpkins. And I could have put him a little bit higher, but I'm just going to go with that. And we'll see if we add something to that. Or I think actually a little bit of space at the top might be a good thing. Now I'm going to grab my Tuxedo black ink pad. And we are going to put a jack-o'-lantern on one of these. And that's what's so great about this stamp set, is you can make these into just regular pumpkins, Thanksgiving pumpkins, or you can turn them into jack-o'-lanterns. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? Thank you for sharing, Marcia. I appreciate that. Okay, now I know I'm going to use this again. So let's begin to kind of layer this up, although I'm going to go ahead and put my greeting down here at the bottom. In my lower right-hand corner, I'm using crushed curry, and I have a top fold card. Let's pop this under here. I will get a better result. And this has a simple Happy Halloween greeting. And then I am going to add that little crow. I love this little crow. And I'm going to show you a little trick with my crow. Let's see. I have my black marker here. Just my regular old black Stampin' Write marker. And I'm going to show you why. Because unless you're going to stamp your crow over and over again, he's not going to come out quite as dark as I want him to. So, I don't know. He looks pretty good. He looks pretty good just the way he is. Maybe I should leave well enough alone. I was going to color him in with my black marker, but I think I might just leave that. Once I get everything else together, I'll decide. Okay. Clean the stamps. Give them just a quick little wash. And those are ready to go back into my case. Okay. Let's put this very quick and easy card together. So if you had, say, a dozen friends that you wanted to send a little Halloween card to, honestly, that's pretty cute too, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the simple. If you had a set of friends you wanted to make this card for, it would come together really quickly and easily. And I do like that. Actually, let's put this down first. This is what I like to call a cardstock ribbon. Just a little tiny strip of cardstock. This one's actually a 1/2 inch, so it's not overly tiny. And I'm actually going to be employing this tonight on both cards that I do. And then I think we're going to also do a little treat box, a little bag. So that's kind of all the colors of fall right there. So now you see how that can it's just coming together very quickly, very easily. I am going to add a little gingham. And I will tell you, hey, Pauline, the first time you caught me live, welcome. I'm so glad you're here with us. I am going to do this right across here. And I will tell you, I am a huge fan of gingham, as you will see tonight. I am really a big fan of our black and white gingham ribbon, but I will tell you, this new vanilla and gingham ribbon, I am absolutely madly in love with. I like it better than the black and white. Oh, you cut it too short. I love it more than the black and white, and I'll tell you why. It's finer. The fabric is nicer. It's a little bit thinner. It's more refined, and it takes color beautifully. So you can color this ribbon so nicely. And the little finished edge is also it's just perfection. I can see myself using this ribbon a lot. I am using it I think it's in the Halloween class that I've already closed out. Candy. Ha! That's what I get for talking while I'm cutting. Okay, here we go. let's just do it this way. Here we go. This ribbon is a must-have, and it is available. You know, truth be told, there are a few items that are not available right now. They have sold out already, and that's okay. You know, that's one of the benefits of being a demonstrator. If you are not yet a demonstrator, I would love for you to join me and my team. We have a very active team. We do a lot of fun things together, and it's the way to get a whole extra month for our mini catalogs, because we've had access to not only the mini catalog, all the images, we've had the online catalog, then we got the physical catalog, all of that a whole month, and we could order a whole month before everybody else. So, you know, we don't have to worry nearly as much about things going on unorderable status. So that is the really good way to just deal with that. So there you go. Super, super simple. I'm going to pop him up on dimensionals. Oh, Mary, I'm glad you like the gingham. I do too. I just think it just makes everything look jaunty and cute, and I love it. And like I said, this gingham is different than the white, and I think it's actually an improvement. And I wouldn't be surprised to see long-term, like next year, this maybe stay and the other gingham retire. I don't know. It's been around for a while, the other gingham, the black and white. But this is just to die for. Okay, last but not least, we're going to add just a couple of little gems. Now, I'm thinking, my original thought was something else, but I'm thinking about using these because they're really bright and cheerful. Totally not what I was originally going to go with, but what do we think about this for a little, oh yeah, I like that little bit of sparkle. And let's take one of these small ones over here. This is actually part of a Christmas suite. What do you think about putting one right there? I think we'll put it right there. And then one more for good measure. And there we have it. Quick, oops, see, where'd it go? These are super flat. They're almost like little, they're just like little glimmer paper dots. So super sweet, super simple, very, very quick and easy. And I also love the fact that the way I've done this is you could do this for I could send this to my grandson or my granddaughter. So this is very gender neutral. I think anybody is going to get a chuckle out of this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and color this in. I think he needs a little bit more definition. And you can see how just going in here, this is not a stamp and blend. Now, you know, blends will bleed through your cardstock, and I don't want that on the inside of my card. And I do like having the ribbon wrap around there. It just looks just super sweet and super simple and super easy. So there is card number 1 using the pumpkins. What are they called? Those cute little pumpkins. Now, there is a punch that coordinates. Where did I put the stamp set? Oh, it's always underneath something. Pick of the Patch. There is a coordinating stamp punch. It's super cute. But as you can see, this is just a stamp, ink, and paper kind of card. I love stamping. So, Linda, you are from San Antonio, vacationing in Michigan. Ah, yes, hate to brag. Your temperatures are so nice at this time of year. But, you know, come winter, I think that you'll probably be back our way. Okay, here we go. Next card up, we're going to go sink right into fall. And this is going to be a fall card. Old Olive is a great color for fall. And you can see how even these colors, you see how they all just mix and mingle so well together. Okay, get the advertising right, Candy. Okay, what we are going to do is we are going to do some random stamping, which is something I really, really enjoy. It's so much fun. Let me grab a little bit of my scrap paper. And we are going to use some annual catalog designer series paper. And we are going to use the very palest green in our color palette. Believe it or not, I'm going to stamp on this with soft seafoam. Now, the reason being, when you stamp Old Olive on Old Olive, it's really dark and it's just too much for me. Hey, Velma, I'm so glad you're here. So I decided to go super light. You could also go Versamark to get a really pale application, but I just decided to go with soft seafoam, and I'm going to, I didn't show you the stamp set. So I'm using this Autumn Leaves stamp set. It is part of a bundle. So the stamp set alone is $24. A lot to recommend this stamp set. Hey, Catherine, I'm glad you're here from Jacksboro, Tennessee. And there is the dies are to die for, seriously. I mean, there are 17 dies here. I love the fact, you'll see I'm going to be using quite a few of these. So I love the fact that they give you two. You can run two at a time through there on that leaf and on this leaf here. So that makes quick work. These are obviously the veins that go into the leaves, and they're just, it's just everything about this is gorgeous. The labels, everything. Okay. Yeah, did I just get that in the ink? Yes, of course I did. Okay. Random stamping. We are going to just place some random stamped images. This is the top of my card, and I'm just going to kind of go like so. And then I'm going to do another one. See how it's a softer version. I didn't want anything too bold because this is my background. I don't want the background to overtake my card. There we go. And I think I don't need that stamp anymore, so we will go ahead and clean that one. Now we're going to come in with this double, this little double leaf, and I'm going to fill in. Now I only need the, I need my background because I'm going to be filling in this here. So I need to have a little bit here and here to fill in some space and give me some nice, just some nice background. And maybe we'll do a little bit here. Okay. Now that is soft seafoam, believe it or not, on Old Olive. But it just works, and I love it when things that are kind of unexpected work. Hey, Elaine, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Okay, now you are going to be so excited when you see what I'm going to do here. We are going to bring in the gingham, and I am bringing in this gingham from our annual catalog. So this is Lemon Lime Twist gingham. That's part of our gingham collection, our little gingham stack of papers. And I love, love, love Lemon Lime Twist with Old Olive. So let's go ahead and pop this down. And then we are going to do my favorite little cardstock, my little cardstock ribbon trick. So right across the center, I think it looks very fallish. Now, I'm going to place this down, and because it's so thin, I am going to use a couple of mini glue dots. And I'm just going to go, there is going to be one on the end. And I'm going to do one in the middle. And I'm going to do one on the other end. And this is Blackberry Bliss, which is a nice deep, deep, inky purple. Really nice for fall. Hey, Lena, I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I'm glad you are noticing my voice is definitely stronger. I'm getting there. So I am at the tail end of COVID for those of you who have not been around for the last little bit. I'm just going to tuck this under. I don't want that quite as, well, you know what? Let's just do it the other way. This is the way I should have done it. Will it lift? Yes. Now, Candy's going to do it the right way instead of jumping ahead. Anybody else like to jump ahead? Yeah, it's not the best thing. Okay, so let's put the cardstock ribbon here first. That is just a 1/4 inch strip of Blackberry Bliss. And yes, Candy is back in the kitchen. My husband is super excited. We do a lot of home cooking here, so my husband's used to a lot of home cooked meals, and the kitchen was definitely closed during COVID. I was not cooking. Thankfully, I had made a bunch of soup before I got sick, had been to the grocery store, so, you know, we were in good shape. Now, you know what? This I need to tell you about. This is from our Ringed with Nature. That's kind of trying to buckle on me. Okay, no, it needs to tuck in. I don't want quite that much of it. I could cut it. That would be the easy way because I'm hanging on that little, let's just cut this. Let's cut this. I don't need quite so much. This is that Ringed with Nature, and I had a whole bunch of these that I had cut from another project. They were just sitting around, and I thought, oh, that's kind of a cool element to add with my leaves and everything. So let me show you if this is, Tasha, yeah, you jump ahead too, girl after my own heart. This is one of those, it's called a hybrid embossing folder. And this was actually really cool because you just lay this in. Let's see, here's the raised one here. You just lay it in like this. Put your cardstock in there and run it through, and it cuts them all out for you. Cuts them out and embosses them. Then on top of that, you have all of these fun little elements, and you can just use this as an embossing folder. So it's really pretty cool. Now there's a star one in the new mini catalog, and that one is not available right now. But I think that these tree rings are just fun elements. If you like nature cards, this is a good way to go. Now I've gone ahead and cut several of these leaves. And we are going to play with leaves, and you can see how fun they are. Oh, aren't they just gorgeous? Now, I think I'm going to put the dark green on the outside. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, let's do it like that. Okay, now, once again, I'm just going to grab a mini glue dot because I don't want I don't want to have glue that's going to be splodging out behind these. So, oh, you like the shine too, Tasha? Yeah, I hear you. You got to have a little bling on this. You know, we've got all these earthy colors, and then we got to have a little bit of shine. So this, those of you who know my work, you hang out with me here. You know, I love, this is the rose gold. It's my favorite of our foil papers, and I think it's very underappreciated, but it is just to die for. I think it has a lot of the elements I love about petal pink because it's kind of chameleon. It can look pink and it can look orange. So let's just kind of turn it up on it. Oh, I like that. Hadn't planned that, but that's the fun of creating with you guys. Now we're going to go another mini glue dot here and here. And the reason I'm doing this upside down is because it was kind of pulling it apart on me, which I didn't really want that to happen. I've kind of brought all of this, probably a little lower than I meant to have it, but that's, you know, it's a handmade card. We will work with it. And then I've got that little bit of, this, look at there. Look at there. What do we think? What do we think? I am in love with it. A little pop of, yes, on the fly, Lena. That's the way I like to work. Hey, Mary, I'm glad you're here. And Vivian, welcome. Yeah, these are really strong fall colors, and I love them. Now, let's see if I'm going to have room for my greeting. What are we going to do? We may have to kind of put it in a different spot than my original plan, but that's okay. That's just kind of the way we like to groove with it. You know, I will say, in defense of my stamping on the fly, you know, and maybe this is, we're all a little bit different, but I like to relax when I craft. I got plenty of other things in my life that don't relax me, so I like to relax when I craft, and I do like to. Where's my greeting gonna go now? Am I gonna have to pull this whole thing up? Yeah. Okay, this is just not going the way I planned. Okay. See, this is what happened. I put that cardstock strip down first, and that totally messed me up. Okay, all of this needs to go up higher. So as I was saying, I like my crafting to relax me, not stress me. So, you know, I'm up for, let's just make it work, you know? Let's make it cute, let's make it fun, let's make it pretty, and above all, let's just make it work. And I'm not going to stress, because stress is for other things. Now, look at there. Now I've got room. That's much better. Because I wanted to put this maybe down like so. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, now we're cooking. Okay, and I am going to put this greeting. You're going to love this greeting. This should be my motto. It's a very pretty greeting. Okay, I have somewhere here, yes, I have a Blackberry Bliss ink pad. And the reason I'm using this, I'm using different colors on different colors tonight, because I want this to be softer. If you stamp this in black, it's really strong. And this Blackberry Bliss, it's kind of like a dark, super dark ink pen. So Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. And I stamped it crooked, and I'm going to go with it. Because, again, that's what we do. Now, I do need to bring this out. So let me show you. Let's pop this here. And I am going to tuck that underneath there. Cover up those leaves just a little bit so that they're peeking out. Haha. That is going to work. And let's add a little bit of my gingham ribbon. So I've got just a little piece here. And this time we are going to, there's my, this is my little scrap piece. So this is the light Blackberry Bliss. If you use the dark on this, it's like so dark you can hardly see the black. So I want to have just a little bit of this Blackberry Bliss. And you are going to love, love, love this, because look how that just ties everything together. And I'm actually, you see how I only colored one side because it bleeds through the other. Now you see how the edges are not colored here? I'm going to leave it like that because I think it actually just adds to the kind of rustic look I have here. So that is just going to go right there. And I love that little hint of, actually I think I'm going to put the darker up at the top, and it just gives that little, see, this is lighter and this is darker, and I actually just kind of like that. I think it just works. So it's that unexpected little something something. I have glue dots somewhere. Here we go. Oh, Pauline, I'm glad you like this. And you see how that little, you know, that little tree ring, it just kind of brings it all together. So that is going to go like so. Now, I will tell you as well, if you feel like your ribbon tails are kind of going to go wonky, like when you're pulling it in and out of the envelope, just grab a couple of mini glue dots, and I can stick this under here, and then that is secure. It's not going to be flying around. Now this one, I kind of might want it to fly around. No, I think I'm going to tuck it. Ah, look at that. Tuck it right underneath, and that little stem is going to hold it in place. And then, it might be a little bit too rigid. Let's bring it over here. Okay. And then, last but not least, these are those gorgeous, these are the speckled, adhesive backed speckled dots. I don't know if you can tell, but they have just a little bit of shimmer to them. Now you can see I've been using a lot of these on swaps. I had a whole thing left. That's actually what started this card. I wanted to use these. You'll wonder how I went all that very circuitous route to get here, but I really, really like the way this came out. So there's a speckled dot and another speckled dot. Excuse me. And one more speckled dot, and then we are there. And to me, that just has everything you want of a pretty fall card. Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. And there is our Happy Halloween card. So you can see we've got all the fall vibes going here. Now I'm going to clear my decks just a little bit because, yeah, we have just enough time. I'm going to do a cute little Halloween treat bag with you because, I mean, that's part of this. It's part of what we need for fall because this is my little holiday catalog. My little holiday catalog kickoff, and I am just all about fall because we have plenty of time to make our Christmas cards. And I know I make a lot of them and I got to get with it and all the rest of it. But I've been making Christmas cards all summer. Started with Christmas in July. Oh, I forgot. One more little thing here. Started with Christmas in July and I am rocking and rolling with Christmas cards. And I'm going to make a whole bunch more. But first, we do need to have a little break. And we need to not forget about this beautiful time of year called fall. And, you know, that is not going to work for me. I'm like, yesterday I made pot roast. Today I had roast chicken with pickled pears. I'm like, come on. They even made sweet potatoes. I'm like, come on, fall. I'm cooking fall, thinking fall, creating fall. Surely fall temperatures will come. So that is going to go on the inside. You see how this is that soft seafoam ink, and you wouldn't think that that's what I used here, but it is, and it's perfect for the inside of my card because that way I'm ready to write my little note, and I've got this very pretty little note inside here, just ready to let somebody know that I'm thinking about them in this beautiful time of year. Okay, let's do a quick fall bag. Now, you guys know I have an aversion to die cutting on camera because my table wobbles and all the rest of it, but sometimes you just have to do it. So this is one of those times because I want you to see this amazing, I have a leaf here. Let's see if we can add it. This already has a lot on here. I think that's going to be too much. Let's see. Let's see if we can do, oh yeah. Okay, so while I'm clearing my table here, finding all kinds of things, and that is why you must have that leaf stamp set because there's so many cute things you can do with it. Okay. Oh, you were going to put the leaf on the envelope. Now that would have been a good call, Gail. Okay. I am going to get my big boss here. Let's see. And we are going to make a little bag because I just want you to see how amazingly easy this is. And I really do believe this is a must-have, something that you really do need to have. Yeah. So, here we go. This is the die set. And I am going to use this little one right here. And I'm going to make a Halloween bag. But the reason I think you need this is because you can go way beyond Halloween with these little bags. I'm going to be showing you how to use these for Christmas and all sorts. So what we got to do is get my very, very used pads in here. Is this going to go? I think I better put this one down. And I'm using my magnetic platform, which I think I'm going to use. We'll find out in a minute here. Now, one thing about this bag is you need a 5.5 by 5.5 sheet of paper for each side. So that means you need a whole sheet of cardstock for one bag. Having said that, of course, you just need 1/2 sheet of designer paper if you're going to make it with designer paper. So either way, it works. This bag does work with designer series paper. It's just a much lighter feel. So Marsha, fall is your favorite season too. Yeah, but not in Texas. Yeah, I know. I hear you. my daughter and her family are living in Virginia right now. They're Texans, and they are living in Virginia, and they are just loving. It's just getting ready to burst into fall color. Now, there's one. Let's do the other. And while I have this black out, let's see. No, we won't do anything. Okay, I gotta watch my time. Number one, I've got other things I gotta do when I finish here. And number two is I personally do not like long videos. So I figure other people watching my videos shouldn't have to sit through a long video either. Okay, there we go. That's it. Okay. Now, let me show you how easy this is to put together and how much time this saves you and how much it is just a real workhorse for you. Now, I will tell you that if you want to do the little zigzag top, you need to not put these together at the same time because of all your score lines, and you won't be able to get 2 layers through here and get all these die cuts, all the cutouts, and all the score lines. However, I have put this through like this. It does work with these 2 pieces. So that's just a little tip for you. Also, you can do these for your ribbons, which I forgot to do and I need to do. So let's do that real quick. Ay, ay, ay. This is what happens. I talk. I have always been a chatterbox, you know. When I was in school, every single report card talks too much in class. When I tell my husband that, he says, "And you think I'm surprised?" We have been married 45 years, so not much surprising him at this point. Okay, now that is going to need, you see, that's where the magnetic will kind of mess you up. Let me grab a little Post-it note. Here's a little piece of a Post-it note. So, let's see. Let's pop this down. Oh, you know what? I actually, yeah, okay. We're going to do this anyway. Not what I had originally planned, but we'll kind of go with it and see how we get on. Okay. And of course, you can just use like a hole punch, but the nice thing about this is everything is lined up. And there is a lot to be said for that. Hey, Simone, I'm so glad to see you. Oh, you're doing a vacation, the Disney cruise, the Fantasy. So where are you going? We've done several Disney cruises. They're actually our favorite cruise. When we cruise with Stampin' Up, they usually take us on Royal Caribbean, which is really nice, and we're very grateful, and we love it. But I will say our personal favorite is Disney. And even when we don't have the grandkids, when it's just us, we just think that they have amazing amenities and shows and food and all the rest of it. So yes, we love cruising. It is a fabulous way to vacation for us because I love it because we don't have to think about anything. I like the fact that you get on the ship and everything is done for you. Okay. So Vivian, you've been married 57 years. Wow. This month, I'm impressed. Wow. Awesome. 57 years this month. Congratulations. Happy anniversary. That is a glorious thing. Okay, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside on all of these score lines, and you only need a tiny bit of adhesive for these, which is really, really nice. Now, one thing that I did, and it's going to kind of bite me in the backside. Let's see. I was going to show you something. Oh, I think I can do it. One of the things I was going to do here, because I've done quite a few of these bags with all kinds of fancy footwork on them, but I was just realizing that you can actually, these are the pieces of paper where it's just, oh yeah, I can do that. These are the pieces of paper let me show you. The paper for this is really fun. So if you're looking for some fall paper, you can do fall and Halloween with this, and I'll show you why. This Starry Sky, you can definitely use for fall. That's not Halloween. Halloween on this side. Now the bones are definitely Halloween. And this is a houndstooth. Now, if you don't look too closely, you can't tell it's Halloween. This I love. This plaid is absolutely gorgeous. But let me show you. These little pieces here are pre-cut where you can make cards fronts with them. And these are cut pre-done where you can make note cards with them. But if you trim them down just a little bit, they actually go perfectly on the front of these little treat bags. So I thought that that was a really quick and easy way to do these little treat bags. And I've done so many of these, and I'll show you some of those before I sign off here. So let's just do this quick, easy, and done. That's my favorite way to do things. So let's do this on one side, and I'll show you how we're going to tie in those little, and we're going to do this on the other. Creep It Real, isn't that cute, with the little cat? And then we're going to do this on the other side. And now, all I'm going to do is put, and I'm actually going to use my tear and tape because it's super handy right here. There it is. So the only adhesive you need is right here. That's it. Okay. And I do like to press to make sure that it stays on, and then I'm going to lift that, and that is going to go right here for my bag. Done. And then I'm going to put another piece right here. I mean, this is the epitome of simple, and I'm thinking if your brain works like mine, you're already thinking, oh, I could just make this box in holiday colors and I could use holiday paper and I would have a super cute little bag. Yeah. And I will tell you, so I've got some of my folks on here that attend my Saturday card class, and I ended up with too many of these cut for my card class, my Halloween class. So you guys are going to get to make a bag in addition to a Halloween card at card class, because why not? We always do cards, and we don't, well, it is card class, but we never do any 3D items. And I thought, well, let's make use of all those bags. And Lena was here, and she told me she thought you guys would be happy with that. So that is what we're going with. Okay, so there's our cute little bag. Super cute little bag. Okay, now, okay, Tasha's excited, yay. Now, we're just going to put a little bit of adhesive on these flaps, put that down, and then on this one, we're going to do adhesive all the way down, like so. Okay, now, I do have these little guys to deal with, but that's okay. Because I'm just going to come in here with my regular hole punch, and I think... Now see, ideally, I would have put that on before I ran it through the machine. Haha, can I do it? Let's see. Yep, that's it. And the thing is, you know, you couldn't, doing this with all of that cardstock probably would not work, but with just that paper behind it, it works. And then I've got these nice little holes. So yeah, don't do as Candy showed you, do as Candy tells you, and that is put the paper on first. But I was originally not going to use the paper, then I thought, well, I will use the paper, so yeah, indecision. Where is it? Yeah, where is it? Come on. There you are. Okay, and then here it is here. Okay, so there is my super cute little bag. Now let me show you a couple of other versions. So this is the one that I did before, and this is where we cut the top off. Now I do have, let's just run a little bit of ribbon on here. then we have little ribbon handles. And I mean, you could just crank these out really fast, really, really fast. And to me, when you're going to make a whole bunch of these for a little, you know, if you were having for your Sunday school kids, or if you were doing this for a class, you know, your Girl Scout troop, or if you had a class for your kids' class at school, or a ladies' gathering, or just having these in your car and handing them out to, you know, your appointments. Guarantee you, if you take this into your, well, we're always at physical therapy. If you were going to physical therapy, take it to your dentist, take it to anybody, and they would just be delighted. It's just so cute. So if you want to do the ribbons, you can do this, and it turns out super cute. This is my little cardstock handle, so this is obviously the much more affordable. I say much more affordable. Ribbon's not expensive, but it just has a really different look. So, but I do like, oh, his little eye's coming off. I do like having both sides of the bag decorated. I think is, yeah, treats for work, exactly. This would be perfect. And you know, it's a nice size. You can actually put like granola bars in here. You can put raisins in here if you're on the more healthier side of things. I was looking at Halloween candy at H-E-B, and gosh, they had things like, you know, eyeballs and all kinds of gruesome things. So, you know, if you want to fill it with chocolate, you know, all kinds of things you could put in here. So these are super quick and easy. And I just think that this set of dies is really worth having. It has all the cute little Halloween elements. But yeah, I mean, the bag here is really, really just takes it well beyond Halloween. And as I said, when I did my little catalog tour last night, yeah, Lisa, the whole thing is just outstanding. The whole, this whole bundle, I think, is really, really worth having. Let me find it real quick in here. So as I had shared with y'all last night, when I looked at this, it's super cute, but I looked at all those dies and I just want to run in the other direction. That's just too many tiny dies for me. So I flipped the page because I always buy one Halloween set, and I went, oh yeah, this is going to be super cute. In fact, I'm having trouble with my blog today. My blog provider was down for a while, and I'm having some problems with the links. But I will tell you, I was part of a blog hop today with all mini catalog launch things, and there's a lady on there. She might be in Canada, and she actually made a Mrs. Frankenstein. She did this and did little like high hair on here and made her with Moody Mauve, and I'm telling you what, it is so stinking cute. So there's just a lot of creative opportunity here. And this little tag right here, both these little tags can be used well beyond Halloween, as can the bags. So that is my holiday catalog launch. And let's see, we have a Halloween card and we have a fall card. Thank y'all so much for sharing. That really helps me. And yeah, Mary, the bag set, yeah, it's really useful. And then we did a super quick and easy little bag. And here is my host code, and I am giving away these awesome gems that are unorderable right now because I bought some ahead of time for you. So that is with a $50 order. And even any size order, I have a free set of tutorials for you. I've already been sending those out. So it is a set of 10 tutorials using earthen textures. So that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to comment to be entered into my drawing for prizes. And I really appreciate your input. I love to hear what you have to say, what your take is, tips, tricks, opinions. I like it all. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll take all of it. So that's it for today. I will be on here with posts in between, and I will see you next Thursday, same time, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time on Thursday night. Take care, and God bless.